Mr. President, don't take credit, say, as always, of doom so be. The only thing I say, don't bring doom so. Just statement, as a coward, and say, I am not going to bring doom so. Tia. Song. Because there's no doom so anywhere. There's no power outage. Say completely, the whole country, power outages. No. And I don't tell you, so tell us, say, you are going to make sure, say, you own say no. Doom so ni ho. The Omo manage, what the infant said, the MPP administration is so tibon so, or my bomb mine from store, Omo manage the energy crisis and I say energy problems. No, by energy problem be anyhow, a management and so you just continue managing it. And this is how we call the country. Proud Africa, thank you and welcome to the Reason Show. Mr. President, with you with all due respect to Mr. And yes, I will be church. I say, person fancy be as a problem you want to solve. Baby, a problem one. Ebini say, Obe Kone Rose Kesia War on Kumasi Accra Road. Just complete it. Some projects MPP for na you know, and no be na complete. No manage the economy, no dollar rate, no. Just in fact. Import and about duties, no. I mean, Sani Mano, and now we hear the adjustments. So when it is there, also you have the men for them to manage it. It is there, they are managing it. The MPP are managing what the order call at the amount. So just call per member no more strong, no more manage, and your complaints and what your problem can see be or and I don't tell you. Manage it. Because no more manage, ne doom so be anyhow. Because yes, I say, yeah, ma kwayama, I in propaganda na seli through the media. Bibi akeke yenio, omu ye say yo, I say ye be complaining oba, be me ye oba ya be si wenum. Je ne ho adwuma wo say just me kofi akwa akoke kansa bo mo baza. Eti bibi na wo complaining sa, be ma kra no complaining too much. I mean, unya problem, be ma wo complaining too much. Unya problem. Stop the complaints and excuses. Because this our game we know any idea be adwuma. Tell them catch on with all due respect, Mr. President. Abigail lovely was say, do you understand what he said? That be chire me message in chire me Abigail mintia say. Chire me why. Wow, enti dum so be anyhow. What about continuous process? Governance is about continuous process. Just continue it. Now promises. I don't know who by or so me who say we church him. And Mamu me say, I say MPP a jaw maybe a yabun some gym. It is not true. And obi your right thinking person Pia will never understand this. As will be a jaw might be to say bonsam gym be hell be no ye dear Mahama. No. It is not true. Ghana no ye no Ghana no one is what he will be anywhere see. Be anywhere see. Mommy and Yan. As you perceive a package, if I can say, Jitum say Ghana say, Ediano. Ghana say, the organa near Numnesa, Mumia. Ghana no one way party no. Ghana near him, one way party no. Ghana near him, no better to talk us, not them. Ghana no one better to talk ever since if Mumia, Yankoda. One more young Korean politics, Munabia will wait with the other. Now, idea ye unique in say, and some be a kind of campaign, ye unique, and no be na years home, a drew why ye pessy yet ye. Yanko so camera.
Man, I'm just expecting the dollar to stabilize so that we can do our business with peace and smooth. That's what I'm expecting. And they should do something about the import duties. They should try and scrap some of the duties and add small distinct duties from it so that we get our free will to do our business.
Like opportunity, mama, and I think the first in history our Ghana, our Babe vice president in Ghana, and I think and Munyam Shasho Mamba, but for the Obeba Beye Abua Ghana, I don't think I don't know. I don't call him because me no education minister. Me who know as a minister paying said they now any near ma any day. And I don't know say be as a and be I be on such a video because send America and make I say no education minister no catch your teacher for say omuntimi to chalk na no more asho to chalk ni ade enti no say ebia sisia no se saadwene na no de ba say star mo no education minister as vice president there I think say ebia emboa
pempi no ya na ma de yeso mo wotima na ehumobro enti ese ya maame se wa bei onhwe adwadifo ma hawa ye nam na owo mmoa bi a onwa ye ena ye hwe ni mu se obetimi aya amaye sese no obetimi ama bi alone kakra obi adwadifo ma munji wei obi wa wo fie ope bi 1,000 Ghana krade as start bibi sister onya. A lot of people are complaining say oman wa eden ebu so hu ni sa fine e so bia ne na adwenkyere na mmom ma bebre single parents because of lose husbands any.
Okay, eti Ghana for na dwen sa nneema ye unique bi na ye person Mr. President, with all due respect we want to hear. Na unim die ntia me catch say only boys always complain. Now politicians in Africa I see most of them as funny to me to the sense that we are critical about the making as bia na onya critical hontiaze. Mr. President be cast in be ohun. Oya no obisa enti no oti opposition no ye campaign no onim nipa odo mechechere oman dada na because football team onko park so ansa no select nipa wo ye nye sa. You build your team, you do training, you build the team before you come to power. You come to the pitch to play the game. Tie the make no obi wa won tiase. Untimi kan kire me say odru park so ansa no select the first 11. Enye no kure e kire so we failure. Tie Mr. President, what tie Mr. President, tie say.
Now the difficult part. I cannot do this work alone, and so I have to select some people to join me to be able to deliver the reset that we have promised Ghanaians. And it's coming in at a time when Ghanaians expected a reduction in the size of government. And so you won't want to be in my shoes when you promise to appoint only 60 ministers. And you have thousands of people sending their CVs. Definitely some people will be disappointed. But it's not only by playing a role at that level that you can contribute to the success of government. There are many other things that we can all do. And I always say that the success of this administration will guarantee us, another term, maybe under some other leader. But we need to get this right so that Ghanaians will repose the confidence in us and give us another opportunity to continue. So all of us must put our shoulders to the wheel and work. Now the difficult part. I cannot do this work alone, and so I have to.
Right. All say me catch now say yenuan ma ya na omohwe no hwe politics na no Africa no. It's about the next election tie the make no. Emabumfu. Politics in Africa is about the next election. You see how Mr. President is talking? Was it here? As one to Tony must be at the next election. Secondly, anyone on as the NDC leader, in fact, he cut across a failure on our side, on a part of our side. Sir, so you want to tell me, sir, it is difficult for Mr. President to select ministers and there'll be first in the meeting judge, but today, I mean, ma'am, it doesn't make sense. In politics, today, it doesn't make sense whether you like it or not. To the sense, sir, you cannot be a coach where you don't have your selection until you go to the park or the pitch. It doesn't make sense. Does it make sense for Mr. President to tell us, say, it is not the difficult task to select the ministers or no man? And then I said, why? And two, as well because of President Mahama. Now, I'm the who let a fact. But a failure on the side of the politician. When people don't pay attention to these details, it's a disgrace for the president to tell me, say, after a difficult so be penny poor no be how? But the man is on position, no kasa, no yejuma, or your campaign. Why? Oh, no way. No. As ya normalizing near be our political space ho, amana ye normal na followers and so no, they don't pay attention to details. Why must the president tell me Ghanaian say I had dear man how to select people to work with? How? The man is now 8 years in opposition. So why? Oh, no way. No way. No way. Anything because say one your due diligence in terms of selecting people to help you you just pick in Crawford. When we get shallow, maybe when we get talkative or when we waste a means to, attract something. Do the demand, but not to me yet. But so we due diligence now, tonight, now study the plan, now build the team. You know those who are going to work. And come in, Mr. President can say, or this 60 ministers see, and we don't, this one way. Because, or take your office, and I said the worker said they don't have enough time, no. Quickly, Secretary now release all the 60 ministers because we know them in opposition before. And miracle, Ghana, there's no new single person away or free baby awoba. They are some Ghanaians. And so, what is the point, Mr. President? And two, this is why we are young person. We are telling you, say, study the political game. The politicians in Africa play the minds of the people because they know you don't know what time it is. I will say, it is a failure. Say, as a coach, you tell me, say, me do pitches so I'm selecting my first 11. What about pitching this way after our best selection? A failure. On my job, but me a sharp. Minimisa wa we so you sharp say, a failure. It doesn't matter NDC or MPP. A failure. So we say, what about Bremono and I'll be selecting the first 11. Now to opposition now where they what bench and what what they use soccer as example Ghana Kotoko team and House of Folk before I about tournament and I say league you know when we training boy friendly matches when we just internal when we training or come up match pitches when we yet to select your member you who and who are day the name more day do bet me defend ye nimini nyina dadati you were first 11 year war the reserve bench we know all these things we don't take microphone to tell the people. Say, yes, I had this year being the first 11. This is failure. We end this in here. Listen, it is a failure on the side of the president. You be now pay attention to you. Now dear Mr. President, what do you know?
I select some people to join me. Now the difficult part. I cannot do this work alone, and so I have to select some people to join me to be able to deliver the resets that we have promised Ghanaians. And it's coming at a time when Ghanaians expected a reduction in the size of government. And so you won't want to be in my shoes when you promise to appoint only 60 ministers and you have thousands.
Mr. President, but your human name Kasa, me Uniaketua on. Asem we on. Senka country be a serious on. Anka ombe titio. Say we don't know in your shoes. There's nothing in your shoes. You don't need to tell us this. Una wa ma kwan na shoe no mu ayehye because the incompetence to select people no e bia na higher. Why must you wait to tell us today you the power na ma no? Why must you wait? You don't need to tell us this. Be straightforward and tell us, say, as soon as you walk up on a position, we Ghana for monitor and 1 year, you be in a D. Tell us where, period. Where we that's the leader. This is a strategic plan. I was here, what you kind of create? We end this in it. Tell me, say, whole president to come out to tell us, say, you named the study in the shoe, Mosia, na. Add this over to me 16 ministers. Honestly, when your problem. In fact, another video Krano say a lot of course never so to select where's the farming. So TMU today was started 2025 January. And the presidency will not course who to work with. How well no bet me I get due diligence on the person on any year, man. How well? Tell me the truth. So to say about power or wasting more time in putting his so-called systems in place. They waste more time. And this is the typical politics in Ghana. As it might not attribute to only President Mahama, but in political class, so let us take a clue on it. One day, it doesn't matter who party have power. We bold and tell them, say, it's a failure on the side of the leadership. It's a failure. Why? You were in opposition 8 years. So you don't know that people die, they fix. almost fix some position. They are fit for some positions. No. And answer any fans. Oh yes, out to more fans. Near with near managing news. Now you're nyabi treba, near recorded. I mean, managing the system. Oh, really? No wonder. No wonder. So we need your politics one. Over to the American say. And we will be a would quite now when you're just a political bootlicker now, we won't know your cabin where you are. Over to my catcher Mahama. Mr. President, Miss Mioni Akatua, advice I make all your politicians, TNA, for football, soccer, a example. You're selecting the panel and signing about pitch, and so now you are on the pitch. We don't need a complaining excuses. Tell us why about 9, why about 6, why a defender, the forward back, midfielder, why we want to see them. You don't just come to the pitch and tell them, say, after you're ready to boy, and now you're coaching, no, on your coach. And young one was say Ghana no and Africa the year only. And young one. Eti Mr. President say I had the young man on Nipo don't be humanity and also to a side of the failure and 1 hour shall see you know. Of any Kusi Boafo didn't come be our own. Intiasi.
Promises in a woman. It will promise. Some of the promises, you know, and so yeah, marking scheme. And it will remain in the minds of people. Omo ekoto abano. Omo to ni say. Omo hwehwe bibi. And that bibi no they all promise you know. And that is what they are looking for. That is your benchmark. That is your marking scheme. And that is why John Dramani Mahama said, it is about the economy, it's about the economy. Stupid. I'm quoting what we call it, is the canteen also. Eti dia woki kan ye no eno ana edo bi e trimo nya fei na wo be kokpare. You promise 24 hours economy, everybody is watching. Me, I'm keenly watching how 24 hours economy will be fully implemented.
So a power, a presidential advisor on 24 hour economy.
Advising is different from implementing. And futu, ebi ni babru. Debia, as you know, my mother, Kosui. Yakrono, Kosui. As often, Bisa be more Germany, or no grab no, watching in a good team where Dan and pass it, a good dem. What's your
advancing, doesn't mean
advancing is the first step. Maybe they may pay real work, ball training. Now I'm going to go to training. I almost share more goes to any wine or to me here. Wouldn't go to almost share what I got. Wouldn't go to almost share. Almost pound on a couple of 1 we actually 10 goes.
Almost training.
Aye. For go to a park, so one go no more here. If you cry here, Tim Ben, I training, I want you go park and so I have a stacker. And so I'm going to lose matches. Etiano de Mobaya, a base, not the boy ni and I will say yes, a fair pan, you didn't quenina. A fair now, would the major stakeholders say, the boy ni and I will say yes, a fair pan, you didn't quenina. A fair now, would the major stakeholders say, a fair now, over resources, I would be here. A fair now, over my definition of areas that were.
So, as some opening can Mr. Boafo can. Sabi, Obia, or train your memo, or trepetacle, who say, how? Why must you wait for you to become president before you can select people? Why must you wait? Why? Why must you wait? Say, me be your president here, and I me select ministers. What kind of politics is this? It is out there, bro. You crouch a type of politics. Tia queen, you know, gentlemen changing your man. This is serious. And the people are going to see, they are ready to say promises, no. And you may knew about what the banon, and no, yes, some more. And the people no are there to take it, to take in charge. That's what we call a critical leader. Now be a carpenter ni na wo kwaye adwuma. Wo do house mi tu so ni ho. Now be da adwuma no. Na fe na wo be ase ya ma president di na ye dede ase obi fancy bi na waje fancy bi na Mr. President na ni trim ye ni de bi na wo ye press conference ni ye friend sorry dem no wo chechirem e dey type no. This is serious. Enti was a followers ni nyina no ya mo nyina na mo nyina mo dwene pepepe na afa was last minute no mo kem no mo tietie mo sa oh no we disappoint here but in the beginning no there was a flags that you saw red flags but who won't pay attention. What must the president tell us? Say it is difficult for him to even select people to work with. People are calling him too much for what? Ever say send a bribe no who you know. I'm not doing. I mean, come message you and to us. I'm not doing. Me, I don't Mr. President, Papa. I okay, Candy. I'm Tiasi crowd. And what do you say? As a fans near you too much. I'm not doing. Because I dear Mr. President, I say, I mean. You manage the panel, the Asama ye can was you manage the panel, manage the people, manage the news, create news. Opening us more kayame de party NT beginning of you.
Promises in a woman.
It will promise. Some of the promises, and so yeah, marking scheme. And it will remain in the minds of people. Omo ekoto abano. Omo to ni say. Bibi. And that Bibi no the whole promise and that is what they are looking for. That is your benchmark. That is your marking scheme. And that is why John Dramani Mahama said it is about the economy. It's about the economy. Stupid. I'm quoting what do we call it? Is the crunching also. Eti dia wo kika ye no eno ana edo bi a trimo nya fei and now back pare. You promise 24 hours economy, everybody is watching. Me, I'm keenly watching how 24 hours economy will be fully implemented.
So a power, I am presidential advisor on 24 hour economy.
Advising is different from implementing. A futu, a bini babru. There be as you know, my mother, Yakrono na ekosoi asofo no kura bi se be mo adwaman ni bi ono kura bible no wa kiri nyina egu ntiri mu eda ne mpase egu ni dem what you say
advice doesn't mean
advice is the first step me dey me real work ball training na no me ko yekotoko training a wo mo hye mo go so wo ko yenya wan no wo mo timi here unu go so wo hye no wada kwajat
empani aka se wodu ano don wira ebi nwo tie ni yi tie sa bewe se wodu ano e don nwere ebi nwo wa won tie ase no kire mu odan yanko yanim ano den
tongo ye mombali nanga kasongo mbona we songa libala oh ye kasongo mbona we mombali nanga Atalia mama yake kama naye. Friday. Kasongo ye. Mombali nanga. Kasongo ye. Mombali nanga. Kasongo mbona we. Songa libala. Oh ye. Kasongo mbona we. Mbona
eti said yampani aka sasa wodu ano don wira ebi nwo ai obi odna don wira bi ebi ntimi ebi nwo no ba no kure ne se esa se ye straightforward ne ye ka no kure kire ye ho So as ye straightforward. Na ye man panifo no hunu se yenso ye wo nyansa wa abato ne amanyosemu. Fi so wo nim se nipa dodo no nhye dan nim politics na wo play nim. Eno ntia. Ye mo ntia asese ye nim game no. Now, Mr. President Akasem bi was say we will continue with all abandoned health projects and make them operational. Fantastic. Sasuna wasa Kasem bi afa school system no honti yebedi hon komonti. Mr. President there, I mean say no we yes am ye adwuma dodo, o ma ye adwuma dodo, yes na o ma ye bre because ensama bi aya okay Canada still na no ebema ya bre. Obema ya bre pa. Right. Yankuyanim na yanto aso. Nti ono asase government will set up a committee to review Ghana's educational sector. Mr. President say kan. Or say government is going to set up a committee to review the educational sector. Brofo na waka no. Iti school system ni nyina no. Obeti committee no ma ye de Roma wuram na ya hwe. Ano den. Iti ehɔ na free SHS no ho asɛm wo. Ti yenhye no so maye. Ehɔ free SHS na asɛm wo ti yenhye no so. Na atitafo nkabom ku we mu aka asɛm wo. Yenti asɛm wo ase na yento aso.
This is a question we have to ask. And is it enough? Is it enough? So, look, me more honestly speaking, I'll just give you the facts as I have it. Most of the schools do not have the complement of food they need. They don't have it. Now, Nkoda school, I won't say Ababada headmasters, any headmistress.
Now the question in here, Tobo, we see this Angel Kabununi is not gratified. Now, you see, me suspect passe free SHS policy na headmasters be lusu sika. They are not getting the money. Jack ye krom for no, sa wonu mo dili ya na wo ye ka. Said ye nipa ne be ye bombard no ho ano odene. Says ya papa say free SHS ama headmasters ni bi eye de ho acho na wo ho kire we fa ho bai. Eye usika. Wo na ono adua wo di usika ne no adua no bi. Ni nyina ne say on say first na ne kopa admission no. Headmasters they determine obi a school ni nipa do wo be fa no. Etunim say up to today most headmasters and mistresses no they are not happy. Womani nye ho because esese sika fa yensem. To mo sisi adan to talk as akese de dem edisika omo yo sika difo. But free SHS eyi sa sika sem ni frim. Ebi da omo na. Womo da womo no to mo fa da do man so kran headmasters and mistresses ni bebre no they can't sleep because they are not getting admission fee. Yenye ko school ni bi o yenye yetua bribe ni bi connection no yenim headmasters they taking in charge odi entua eso oba no be school na open no a open nkotua wo mo pa mo mra bonten entu attest wo mo asoma ye kan ye boa ede ya enti na gratifo ye a wo mani abri ede enti no ma sha se target free SHS no ede entia eti ede pa na ya ye ni wiase ya ye frenchem se Ghana no a enipa bebre nya adwa ye produce hwe na school ni nyina no aduane ni nyina be ko pepepepe aye wo nipa bonefo wo manum sabotage e wote wo manum tak ye wo me say he wo ko public sector wo ho ye wo enipa wo mutirimu osum a aba bia papa wo musum no fidie Mahama bay ye was enipa go public sector no a ombe sum no fidie they will do anything possible say Mahama e benya problem to free SHS say a lot of headmasters sabotage system no odi tie papa odi tie nje kaboni tie na se bi okeka odi tie ha tie
headmasters no share situation no and on moto awofo say mema umuma no fa shitoni gari eni nye betumi abu amu bia emfa school na don't also forget, say, Janino was school crampuna and Quadanum.
Me bao. What are nyabotre? Me ya analysis on. Me ya analysis with the facts. Now my point was a view. Enjo Kabonu, akwaya we president for Nagrati. Or say headmasters ni share ya. Eno mo ka say parents bia obe ba maninya day. Manimfa aduane emra. Emse na me wo ayinukra wa ha say. Ai obane ba hwade. Or say come to school with full staffs, free SHS student told. Eti mi trust yanams eye dabei eno mo hunu say parents na fedi mo bane ba mo fa aduane emra. Ghana ni, this is the logical question. Dabei mo hunu sa de no. Eye den na fa suddenly aban change ye no. Enna nkomo we koso eye de ya. Ana na aban na wo no. Omo kasa na aban ni ntia na. Wo ye sure. Eye den na suddenly aban ni change ye no. Afede teachers union for na e ka kire parents ne say obe school a won fa gare ni shito. Emra, hey, media asem we de twetwemaso. Etwetwemaso o ton sa wo pe o sa wo mpo mi asam ni twetwemaso. Eye dai. Ena ya duru se sie ya aban ne sesa ye no. Obani ba, won fa gare ni shitomra. Na no kwa no be dia da. In fact, so check a balance diet. Gare ni shitom kwa ne ba ye de balance no na. This is interesting. I don't trust them. Neither you don't trust them, Tom. Because in the country called Ghana, no, so we be now by a I say any bona fide property. A deal will be your bit with the rich. This is what we call Ghana. And the reason why most government are failing in the public sector are public servants. People just think of politicians. What we say? The political class, no. And to the public sector for no. Because experts, some minister they have connection, they have links, they have telephone links. They pay people to provide information. Et minister no or done in Negu Abontain. Hey, where you dear minister? They will give you a showdown. Public sector. Mr. President, Opus also see their own. There will be a critical who watches the watchman to check the public sector, and you will see what I'm talking about. Omune am on your phone and so CDO because si can ni bre bonne pesemin kumunya public officers enya sika tam ade any service and so they want to make money. Ombeso munya sika to say businessmen. And until now, me say educational sector on any free SHS assem a year a nipa be gangs. He when we just say at 10 goals and Jakubana say, yeah, the ever can went ya, ye be more feely. Me say, sa free SHS we won senka at school for Kabumu kono supporto ya and ka want to sans him huna kosono. And go for women. Don't trust them all. Who they trust woman? You can't even trust woman. Who they trust woman? You can't trust woman. Who they that's what you carry tie.
Headmasters, any headmistresses. From headmasters who share situation, and a motto I will for say, Mama Umanum Fashitoni Gary. And then you bet me a boom be a family school. Now, don't also forget, say, Janino was school crampuna and Quadanum Pejanina. Even Yajanino and soon Quadano or Moon Quadani Hall and Kum could be. So the children will be relying on pocket money now. I will want the amount. Any shitonic garini. Nyamakakana or Mudiaba school, that is what we will be relying on. That is the situation on the ground as we speak.
Oh, now, Anjo, Mammy Musa will say,
now no safa buffer stock no na afa ne se bia obi won kranza senior higher na ye de bayire na bankran nsa na de akoma nkranza no sa buffer stock ni sa de ade no se de upon change of government na nya adwuma bi mu
right tia say wo de tia hawo me be bo video bia mo tia ho de ntia papa we me I don't trust him and obi gana ni bia nhwe ni mienu enje kabonu me won old video ha ho omu nyina no it seems say when Aban society no quickly omu duel on free SHS you know why President Mahama be ka se bi ho or be ka se bi wa ha ho nyabotre din na wo de tie se o be pa adwuma ma nkrofo bi aye President Mahama be pa adwuma ma nkrofo bi in fact o making in campaign promise tia se ni ento aso tia se
Kopim se ebrobesa se brosa na gari ne wo ho a anopombe num gari sokins ebia no me di eba sa eza enti wo baba ko school aba no afon ko beka se kwashoko achem ezu enti free SHS ayebe CSE no sikana yedema national buffer stock no yenfa ma omubium yedi sikano be ko secondary school oni e dia ma headmaster no na waba amasa manjom
okay jina ha abusia so afei me pese hu ba bia game ni free ba wo eti tiase ne hunu ba bia nipa na dwene wo eti in campaign time and a president e kan sa asem wi so before answer a president and as a political leader ebe ka asem bi o campaign platform so no there must be a meeting esisi ene nipa bi tena se ne di nkomo so NG Kabonu ka kira wo say headmasters ni they are not happy wo mu situation no say president so say so oba obeji ayini ye de ma buffer stock no near the ama headmasters no na afei wo ma ye dey was ye discard ma headmasters any mistress na dey no be ye ti no ba be ye
no abeto gari wo ho no abeto mu no ato beans no ato granola paste no ato agbelima bibia nkodani ya so mbe dibia aponchi no ato odan no ato
hey already hey Ghana home kuro nipa bi funny but I will say obi a unya botetie bibia ho nya botere wo de wo ya ndisi ni kura na wo de wo ya mpipi ni yakama se mu adwa wo de nya botere why hwe afi won ba bia diu ne nam no ai ti now no headmasters ni mistress ni benya adwuma aye afi sika no na mo mu nsam no no mani nye no afi de ani je beba itubo unse ebe so city President Mahama knows Ghanaian workers than MPP for no President Mahama ni mo mo say enkofo we mu de jack omo de no mu firi 1970 na ba ye wo ye no mu firi 81 PNDC ye no mu firi Armed Forces Revolutionary Council na ba ye wo they know most Ghanaian public sector workers and they know them eti afei no obika koto aponche na wa headmaster okodwem no akoto aponche wakoto nkukọ wakoto kobi momone fantastic now na poni akufu ado wabeji sa adema we nyina firi nsem emra konfo anoche ukọ hospitals ahodo bi a yede suppliers akura ba no ye wo doctors ni senior nurses a pack niam de kogu omo shop mu na mo de he oman no ho enipa bi ye nipa bonefo a wodwene ho a wonte ase bone oman no ho enipa bi di bone se ko hospitals ahodo he kana nurses ni bi ya mo nka wo ya nurses ni bi na kana wo mo nka but 2024 ye encourage obi ase ma wo fun nya dwuma he wo ade na se nya wo de video chap beto internet na so eno ne beboa mo mi se mi tetuetua sika ma manfo se obi anan no photographer me tetuetua sika se dan ho photographer ade bia bia chap beto internet so de twa ne fa send me etunim secret ni se ni de se sika ne kokon mo nsa de a eni asem bia ni ho ete se de ne ye ma headmasters ne je admission no eni won tehwe because why odidi kama headmaster wo ye boss asamne ba wo kono wan ko hunu wo ba no mba school ho gurade odi open ko hu headmaster net na se nti wona ne kwa asori ani ni hia sunday ana ni na wie ho ene ya ade chi na wo so ba no ye de na ko wura office no obepie ne the next time what ye be si no san ne ko so nko a kpakpakpa yes wachire kpakpakpa movement ai he na fa sabre na ye ko school high secondary school no ye wo odi open ko tia na ye mistake enkonko hu headmaster and mistress here so oba school ha oba so oba class on oba so oba opokuare udi enkonko hu headmaster na tenase so oba ba ha wo mo na kire admission ayema yetimi yi say a headmaster suppose ne slot ni ye de ato ho school accountant slot ni if you want me to charge chema metron kura won slot metron kura ewurade wo de wonim microphone na do wo di agro Mr. President wo de minim so public sector for no to wo masepa you know them because omo free 79 no na eba ti misrewa eno omo dili ye why eti Angel Kaboni no no anie Angel Kabonu wasaka asem bi wase brebi atwam free SHS na washa say wo attack free SHS tia
for a while now. We feel that discussion and stakeholder consultation on this bill has been very inadequate. And also looking at the times when an election just took place and a new government is set to be inaugurated on the 7th of January 2025. And also looking at the draft document of the bill, and I'll just mention some of the topical issues to you. When you look at it, we have compulsory secondary education, system of education, right to free compulsory secondary education, responsibility of the minister, responsibility of the director general, responsibility of the parent, responsibility of regional and district directors, existing examinations, entrance examinations, duty of head of secondary school, denial of admissions, and so on and so forth. You see that it is a very comprehensive document. And when you hear the title, Free Secondary School Education, you think they are just going to talk about the cost of free senior high school. But there are issues in this document that goes far beyond just.
Okay, enti Angel Kabonu na utie no. Sabre no, ene ye water se tekwe so betutum. Adwuma hye ni nyina ye plan. But I mean fantastic. Say reforms be bus system. There's no doubt about that. But the intent, the people behind. Eti President Castro say obey initiate a committee. Let us all hope to see. Say Angel Kabonu will be a part of the member committee no better now. We are all here to witness. And in the beginning, abano winning power no chance so will lay ambush. Na the funny thing is say ade no e wo public schools no ayentimi nya ni yie no. Mr. President on the campaign time also be there tia ha say. Mr. President during the campaign time o ka say mi pacho muntie.
Aban starting free SHS. Omutwa from private schools no going. Enti o kon sema ho bebia private school bi wo ho na ayama enkoda nyina ko school. You starting free SHS and awofo ni na kofa omoma a free private school no. E de call aban school. If you say ho omuntua. Enti me dem say na school inkwa e na wo sa community no. Aban school bi e ni ho. And so almost nkwada no every school no e de call another community baby aban school wo enti nkwada no e ho akọkire omo e wo school no because omo don so over we must work capacity omo betimi dey afa nkwada ni bi enti me say in those cases no I say private school no ya de can free SHS no ho senebeya almost so honchire na enkwada no etimi enya kwan esuade aban starting free SHS.
Okay. That was Mr. President campaign time. But you know fee evidence based adwuma na ye no. Am I you say or say or the private school ebeka ho. Happy and fine, happy a political talk. What you say? Afi ye be hwe ne 120-day contract on Ghana for one. 120 days contract on Ghana for. Sasemia wake government will set up a committee to review Ghana's educational sector. It won't be. So from today's going, we will check President 120-day 26 social contract with the people of Ghana. No, you be with them na yashe free SHS no ehun nsem ewum eti mema awire mfi in 90 days enema obebre so obeye pacho ma awire mfi if you free wa you better to aso na ya check sa na mani nyina and it is so interesting say as a ye chinchina ye pa adwuma ma obi aye as a chinchina ye pa obi adwuma ma obi aye anoden anoden right I was yanko yedim eti free SHS no asem no review no a ene ye bekoso mama nka message no bi na ye nto aso Christiana say wase nanado and Baumia thank you have done your best 8 years that's right government manage free education now don't know what good going to happen thank you Sasuna I'm here message way I see Juliet watch I say hey boy Ghanaians are waiting for it I'm not done Sasuna Ebenezer I say I'm watching you all the way from America NYC New York City okay night anointedness was a nice one my brother Andrew Coker was say Mahama talks by heart this is I say this how is he going to add private schools to free SHS when he is going to remove those taxes that finance the free SHS I mean a word to a wise is in baby any anointed no say private education I'm not doing K Ochre was a certain same kwa so now young for Proud Africa say they are talking I say they are here to milk the cow I enuntina na headmaster for so more problem me anwe adwuma hye stars honestly stars was say yes Ebenezer say okay yamfa we anointed now say that is where they can steal the money sado anointing I me say Mahama kro nyina yi o na nkofo we mu de public sector ho no ade o mo ye no stars say I say the headmaster was getting bribe before they admit the children and now it doesn't work for them enunti no mo adwa no I share now say now they can steal money, students' money and food. Yeah. Na say ya onu na ekwadwuma koto ne ma no. Owi aya pack bi dia afa ne area akuguni ba bi na wemu de. Na first ye ko school es mon to se kan ya somre yi. O de kwa ya o de anyo mo na se akwadwuma koton. First school en se kan ne ma yetoto nyina no. Practical tools no e o de. Headmaster say ya no ma sa akogudwo no ma sa aton. Kia kai. Ya de yini mana. Ghana for ne pretending ti yamfanye yi. Yamfanye pa. Waxy GH was this time around no and confirm another thing. One people they are doing I see they are doing great job. Big up yourself. Oh, okay. Also, yeah, you my pound. That's it. Right. Young cut up what I'm information you if I am to us. Hide the reasons of actually like video no my why. Right, like video no. Doris of was the reason or chair. Sasana Maxwell. Vida Pokia or Chebusia Funina. Lennox Aquaba. Vida Asante was the president. Please, we don't like your doom so because we have enjoyed light for too long and not thing. Thanks, Johnny. Also, please, what is going on fire on you? Hey, LA, Los Angeles, California, not thing. You Janice, not thing. I don't who's a mercy. Mami Grace was what she was for. Vida Edward was what she was for. Also, the 5 Kasungos are not the Sasuna. Shelly Jenfi, Shelly was say hello this year about Miss Michapa. Maswell entry was say they have cancelled dialysis from health insurance. Hey, and this was some says yeah. Anyway, they have nucleo. Aye, young queen. Yapo Kuya Michao. That's right. Yana Ubia and what the other message you made air name so why to Mamin Kambi Mama. BLK was see no one asked NDC to contest for power. We don't want any complaints. We enjoy 8 years of light on. Mr. Mahama, Isaac Opoku was say I like you too much. Isaac makes me feel power. Abigail Lovely was it is not true. You don't know what you are talking. Hey, I know the Abigail. Cheche when I'm in Teven County, you know Abigail. Cheche him. Cheche when I'm in Kama, why? Meaning say we are boss okay this year. I didn't what was say how come NDC came to power? Power within 3 days. Doom so is back, bro. This is sabotage to win power 2028. I know thing. In the side of who, when they sabotage who, I know the entry way. Cecilia Jakum Hine was bright. I'll personally beg Kwabene Japan to take the chairmanship position in MPB. Sir, he is the only one who can save us because as party we are in deep trouble. Sir, what trouble on? I know the party was your chair for this year. I am queering. Another. Mercy, Boafo was said, NDC party always counts power and destroy our country, but short memories people don't think shameful. Another. Girardedu was said Mahama has come to privatize all state institutions to his cronies, sir. Russians to the detriment of Ghanaian citizens, he will take hefty commissions for privatization to make his family rich. We are here to witness that. LC Echampon was why did Babin close parliament in the first place? Didn't Mahama said NDC shouldn't go to parliament on one account? Or to Bobo Sonata as a Sababo, I know them. I don't feel so more will be. You're very bright. I say, for the fact that President Mahama only have 4 years to rule, I am surprised he nominating his ministers in bits when he was elected a month ago. And no can said the papa class what because only time Nanso so Otenasia said I mean would take more time and sana was selecting the minister city pa but when is all cook politicians or we are sharp. We are no more the white unity agro, but I mean, from my unity agro, until me pinpoint some mistakes in a yet. My dear, now, coach, what I will wash your time 90 minutes. I feel I'll be ministers, and you're not correct. Right. Young farmers are doing fear and to us. Maxwell was all the NDC party executives are fighting for positions. They are hungry. A comedy woman share. Me say, a big crime is a president wrong. On woman we are but the cronies in a channel no sa party of politicians no we dangerous if you cry Mahama this time around person what GD keke I mean be an kubenya na kwa yibi extraordinary na kwa dia chidin but any pan we twa no no Jack a comedy woman I'm telling you a comedy woman ne be Mahama so ahye no because Mahama be an person what GD same say jata because enough is enough why be on e dey sika wo ye fu but any pan e twa no no omum na be ma adwuma na di papa no I mean sa ne be si o omum adwuma di papa no omum adwuma di no omum na be ma adwuma di papa no yanka message we Ajani Boate say yes he did promise but not in 3 days in power and don't justify with Bible because it's a fiction yeah omum dey say hey nyame ne be you won nyame sa nyame be ye no hi just go and fix house in nyame boa e dey nyame be dey yamfa we by the pokia was stressa anotin doctor Befi doctor o message we ye fi on me chiawai makwaba sasuna anointedness or say what a situation anotin Ken Boateng o message no say he is a typical NDC supporter yes papa your friend say enje kabu no won na woka no when this new Kenya boni but policy no person di agro no so ho ai watch I say aban this say no one quickly watch I see lay ambush and na me no me twene ho am ntiase ai and this lose e ba power no MPP lose na quickly and na teacher for no nya problem and na headmaster for no K say NDC stop complaining you Ghanaians want solutions enough of this lamentations I'm not saying I will say Proud Africa someone like video, one share and subscribe. Why? Yes, we are there. Alex Dochise, chairman, NDC will not take it easy. And this one we are away. Amamu enye easy semu. Amamu enye easy semu. Enye fans who. Another thing. Nana masi greetings from New Jersey. Nana mami chiapa. I say Imbra Derek was a very good job, my brother from the state of Florida. You, I must say chiamu Samuel Amua Kosovo. I see John Mahama still hasn't learned anything. And the consequences will be severe to Ghanaians. I mean, of course, we're quite fast to prevent this. Thomas Malibele Thomas also this year. But thank you so much for watching me. You Malibele Michapa. Okay, ya can't mess with you. If you ever saw a kind of cacradia, so why man can't really me. Somewhere, okay, Makawi. Derek, Derek. Okay, inti free searchers no still Angel Kabonu, Nania Brepacha say, any walkie kagumwa. It is Mr. President, so I can say, and Chawabetia with your queer part of ne 120-day promise ne de Mr. Mama Yiremfi afi yanko yanim yanko dum so no papa ya yakoyi ni se oye finance minister dabi wono no ye ayi wo ha papa yi wo he no amede ne ba ha sei wa yirami ana aha we ni ye de o shemfifi ne ye de John Jenapo ai wo say wa hot government payment bia ewo energy sector yenko ti ni zuebra
John Jenapo ono na yabo ni din se o meye wo soafo a wo be hwe energy ensem so na eno de atu edwa e kire se supply bia wonum eye ewo ECG no wo munyai wo mu hwe no wo munyai mo bia enye na dwene se why supply bi ukwa kochiaka debi mo nye titiu ane finance directorate won baby a sikasam ekoso ewo ECG adwumayfo ne ntem no wo mo hwe yie na wo ka ne sei no eye ni bresam na wa ni so no woni pakro no ewo so hu se broni beka se consequences bi wo ho asotwe bi wo ho a wonsa ebeka anhwe yi a wo mpekora enu nti efiri enrada ena wo fiti ase ebo ho da ro ne nsentwerefo mpo efiti ase ekasaye na eno no o che se oho ahodo bi wo ECG ho emu ba akunie o che se won mo account be se 70 eduoson bank accounts nko sika fam no eduoson na sa 70 accounts yi ebe de pa be nwanwa se nipa ebetumi ahwede na ni adi akire a emma sika no enhwere na no o chekire mu se wo hwe se de ECG eka won mo ebo no wo ka be se wo ha mu chichemu aduanan abra se wo kọ aman ahodo so a wo hwe wo nka ne ho nsem a eye wo ha mu chichemu be miedu kopem enan eso se eye ne no maboka wo ha mu chichemu aduanan 40% adan se bia yemfa ne se wakoto enkanea $100 na o be chiche enkanea ne wie no waboka emu $40 ene o kwa ya na so wo ba we nya mfa so afri so sika na wo de kokto ye no so wan se nya sa sika botene no na ne adwuma na wo ye na ase ene sen eno no wo ka kire wo mo se de wo si kasa ana wo ka wasem no wo mo ntie na so pam esan se directives no if chief of staff wo ene ono ababesi ne so no no so ka de akire wo mo se mo obi ankoye payment bia mo obi antua contract bia aka wo wuni ma obetua aka na ya beba behwem ne be hu se wo watwa aka no ene wo nipa kro na so twekase e wo so na wo ka ne se no eye ni bre so e na wo ka no enu nti obi a enhwe ne yie na sa sika yi a wo ka se etam sika de koton kane aba na wo hwei eye ntete ya titi we beti we tibi contract tibi quality assurance tibi IT for tibi provision for tibi ene ECG afani nyina wo bi tibi na so obi tibi na se ye nyamfa so mfiri so sika botene so yenya ne yese aboka gumu a ene ekoya na aye baaye nti ene wa hye se obi anhwe se wontwe aka na mmom kopem se wo mo ankasa ebehwe na wo mbetu anamon enti obi anya hwe ye titiru ene wo mo hwe sika sam so.
Okay, that was a minister designate, energy minister designate, Abu Jenapo, Abdullah Jenapo. When he John Abdullah Jenapo, energy minister designate or catch them say no ECG will be a unkotiaka ukotia no benya problem ni na case na bia so what the payment was ma so nyadin just say woman as woman e be manage o and once the president so the car catch na say sa privatization ni dey be ba so tie ma yirim fi ti obi afa the payment wo hot wo we hot time no a hot time tie ma yirim fi because obi aba yes obi ade the company ba wo and your friend say obi aboga beba obi aboga ba wo nti obi yes obi providing the company wo ye copy your company no yes outsourcing na ye who say yes akwa no say give me my 10% tia for me 10% mami for me 10% mami o ton yinya 10% nti minister so ya designate na in fact on call vetting kwa wa sha se gidigidi pa on call vetting but I mean we say obi an hote mon hote afi ise no yanku yanim now Caesar ya ekoso ya ene ya Caesar bibi echene ya Caesar ya ene ya Caesar ne de ekoso na ankofa kasa amanfo di nko even asamna duru headquarters ya parliament na yenti ase management no
president be appointed for the more than president in the beginning. This is information you want the president to get. That is going on in Tema. So that it should be fast. Hey, Samu. Charlie, and is put a gun come on the empty for Gaboha. They did a gun come on the empty.
Eti dia wo hwei extra say wo de hwani pa na agogo no say wo mo je office no ai obi MP we je office no ai urade hey o ma we ye bebre o o so obi MP o ye so mo di ho agro ya ba ye beje ade ye ni abre ye beje ade ye nko ye ni eti ya afa yanko ba haso yanko kuma aseso yanko aseso die ni twa ase
na mu video bi Shegwe, ya yanko yo, ya twem say chama mo beba. Because kiss na dia mo no. O metimi say nya access ayede. Asa ko hono. Nti
party leader na wahye no say kung fu fighter o. E na se tuo de kura no say yo. E no no timi obot piani pa no ye oje faxafo na mame. Je say oje o waje je say am roba bia che wo kwam na oje wo ho ne ma no. Montina, entina za man for aduane free kuro mu no because ano de o na sankrofo na ya no mkoya Allah akoba na awurade efo na na ya munye steady so maka che say edu de de a Allah nya adwuma God wo nya adwuma ai won se du de de no won akwa no wo asesa ne mu ahye no wo che se wo ye hwan yo
yo ya twem say chama mo beba because kiss na dia mo no o metimi say nya access ayede asa ko hono nti
but I think say onu asai bold e post to ade on the page o say your friend Oluwa nti o say Oluwa mere wakọ akwajeje safo regional offices nti regional coordinating council no wajeje office o wajeje keys nti o say your friend Oluwa o it is emra ya adwuma say akọ so on picking no say so on picking no essa security service picking no because how much must you do that? So imagine now bana be a minute of na be say metma le ambusho just say chrono na dia kwa ye say I mean obi betimi that's what betimi akrase no say ensam because who ban me nimu tell we am robber so we hwan o de koso na hwe ade thank you
yanko ye be saba engira ni mo chama mo be bansa your registration the jinko fosika what's that mo jinko fosika ade woni be no
enti champion kutani ya wokwe ono no asese ene Caesar no na enkofo we mu se from closer for almost say omuti asem no omadwala is serious closer for say ombabet or say closer threatened to strike over forced eviction by armed tag NDC hooligans ene moache monko strike in them moache o ton monko strike in them na office bi a moti ombeyi mapie tie office bi a moti bi ombeyi mapie ai monko strike in them na Mr. President ente say de ekoso na nye na yenko parliament na mintie asem asi o parliament o asem we hu okọ parliament a yade a asem no wo mate na wo so asem ekoso na anyo mo de yentie the minority caucus of parliament
ntwerefo nhia mu na dom koma no ba no dani abedi akire na wakasa ede ato edwaye ma me Patricia Piaje na wo chirim sa ba sesa ne ba ye no kama kwese ND samanyu ni bom kuku apae ene amanyu me kwa hodo ho ha ne yabo awuro me mumpie na chese de krado ne yeda tum okọ adwuma we mu ayese munyina no wonya ND sini ayapamo aba sesa na aba ya aba na aba ene wo chirim se ekoso o magere papa na ha dwen wo nyina so no wasere ND samanyu ni mpenifo se o my Ghana no enya ba fo dia ye nyina na ye dia na wiase so no nkwan na ye da nkwantere se binom na Ghana ya to aba na aba se sa aba na wo ye MPP na me ye ndisi ne nyina ye Ghana fo a ade nti na ye adwuma ya me de menya bi nye ma me apje sire ndi samanyu kumpeni fo se ne yakoso ne ntwaye enti animu ya won friend ndi samanyu kuni manana mo ntwa wotu no won fa embra awie sanse ha dwen wo chim so kokopie mu tema port okopie mu okofodua okopie mu ewo tema oil refinery a ne nyina no eyade bi koso papa na yade nso a entwa ya kunu asa hodo nyina so openyini kirem se okokopie mu ewo National Health Insurance Scheme nadmu atenaye National Service Scheme wana atenaye wo kofodua endi samanyu kuni mpenifo bowura honom ko loke no se ye ma adwumafo ne nya adwuma okopie mu ewo to nso so a sa pepepe ne ko honom a honso de adwumafo no ye pa mo nyina si abonten okokopie mu ewo nwuma ekwa hodo mu nso aka ene ye ba ne ye bisa wo ye ndi sina ye MPP ni se wantimi anka na ya pamo wo ye MPP ni so a na ya pamo ene wa wunim no ahye MPP atade da na obi ehuni sa semesi wo ye MPP ni de ene okura de ye mbisa wo ye di wani so ma na tse kan wo si abonten wadwuma ba wiye na ya pamo ne no na mamia page e chirim se koba sa de na entwe ye san se ye ntimi ntina Ghana tse se bi na mre ne hanom ne wiase kura mpo ne se mmodi makrum kura no emra wo ho enti mpenifo hwe hu ne se anamontu a endi samanyu kwani metu ne wo wura nwuma mu na wo pa nwumaifo no wo hwe na emre wiye san se koso to so se ya enkonkobo o ma Ghana nkanko ene ne mpuntuo
right enti parliament so na the MPP caucus so ate asem na ekoso no nti wo do mo aba wo so do mo agim se betwa now share another invasion ba ko masako invade ba bi another me hu video na say na dia sia se hwa de
MPP people, we are supposed to lock all the various offices, those political leading offices. We are not here to create any problem.
Eti season de enya ade on beti ase and just say bia Mr. President Edna no tumbi say wan fana no antumbi ya I mean a bit interesting because it seems I mean me the this phone kwato da na mabre I mean why yeah yes Mr. President mo be ha no mo be ma Mr. President wa bre obebre o ko papa yi wo select na you kra wontimi nye ministers kra ya dia man na mo tete ne sa anyway yanku ye nim na we ye ato forcing finance minister designate was it dey obekasa was obetutu koko buomu who say dey obi ankodo koko na MPP ko no di koko buo no per bag no omo from 2000 from 2000 Ghana yes 2000 Ghana no omo de call 3000 plus Ghana ato force say wo be pagam di akọ 6000 Ghana o hey yanku ye nimai.
So Speaker, today the prevailing price at the world market and the exchange rate means that Cocoa Board will be selling one bag of cocoa at 9,700 Ghana cedis at the international market. Right, Honorable Speaker, the cocoa farmer cannot be paid less than 6,000 Ghana cedis per bag. Old Ghana cedis, 60 million old Ghana cedis per bag. The payment of 6,000 Ghana cedis per bag is critical because cocoa farmers deserve the benefit.
A whole finance minister, or member of parliament for so long, and a whole minister cannot get along with new currency. Still, a whole finance minister, where deputy finance minister paying, still can or to sika was sikada demo. I mean, it tells you. How the level of our voters and maybe a package or might be do some voters just say that's what no wow a whole finance minister krana or that's so called to sika in old cities. I mean, interesting. Eti was say cocoa buono a 3,000 plus no. What the barber call a 6,000. Hey, I'm not doing.
The prevailing price at the world market and the exchange rate means that Cocoa Board will be selling one bag of cocoa at 9,700 Ghana cedis at the international market. Right, Honorable Speaker, the cocoa farmer cannot be paid less than 6,000 Ghana cedis per bag. Old Ghana cedis, 60 million old Ghana cedis per bag. The payment of 6,000 Ghana cedis per bag is critical because cocoa farmers deserve the benefit of their hard labor.
Eti Sautia, I won't say there's no timeline. When political campaign, I won't say there's no timeline. Eti da bay and umbe tutum. Eti Ghana for moderating to Papa will be finance minister, more amount of pressure. Moma obia mona yana nanmo ye cocoa for nyina asase amount of pressure. Ni the timeline. The banner a best key effect because President Kufuor Okono Pejamu from 1,000 something. Yeah, I mean, I to correct it to 3,000. Is the minimum current price, no? A year per bag near 3,000 Ghana cedi and some coins. Yes. So just here. Baby, Kufuor administration they could do it. And so was all because 6,000 a year very good move because Kufuor yeah. But the timeline is so important. Ebrebe na Mr. Tofos minister. Ebrebe ya. Ati munshane son. Yewe nyina ne ye enkai boni bia na mede mamu. So maka say from now out to 90 days in there, the remembrance. Ye remind ministers no. Ye remind obia. Ye remind womu. Said ye be ya eduru hɔ a wo me ye de bia nkyerɛ sɛ wante. Eduru hɔ a o me ye de bia. Ye remind womu kakra sa ne duru hɔ wie na 3 months ni twagu wie a. Afei no na ya hyase na ye bisa questions. Right, young I had a reason show. Young quiet star story na yamra, but I'm in parliament.
Tell me to sit down. Can you tell me to sit down? A joke. Speaker, you can't tell me to sit down. If this is the rules that we use, you can't tell me to sit down. Get the attention of the speaker. Mr. Speaker, I thank you for recognizing me. First of all, the order my colleague quoted, and if you read further, order 1, 2, 3, if he reads further, surplus 3, the inherent condition is stated there. It will lie in the mouth of the speaker to determine if indeed those words were used. I hope you recognize that. Then again, going beyond that, speaker, going beyond that, I am 4th term in this house. Would you listen to me? Would you listen? Speaker, would you listen to me? Speaker, 4th term in this house. This is the first time. This is the first time, and I'm saying this in context. If you pay attention, you get the context in which I'm speaking to. This is the first time President-elect has to issue a statement, more or less, whipping you to nominate the president, to nominate speaker for the position of speakership. Why? And that's very revealing. It was because there were things happening at your backyard, and the president-elect picked the due intelligence. That is why he had to come out with that statement. This has never happened. So for the leader to say that all was not well at your back, the evidence is all over. And in fact, it took the minority.
Okay, indeed. You see how majority no indeed when you perceive supreme leader
on both sides.
I was yeah. It's when you perceive na supreme leader na you perceive G2 test we are sure say and go for a part even the small minority go bet me amache wo majority you parliament you and they say oh sit down then the way no mukwa you we you we are sit down intimidation wow and your parliament by your power and your hobby papa yeah because the small figure no we minority no cry no me who say enya de ankofo wo betimi handle wo mo just say you have your say and then the majority will have their way. That's democracy. In parliament, the floor of the parliament, you know, you will still have your say, but at the end, the majority will have their way out. Eh? Proud Africa now, Mr. Resume your seat. So check one and so the end. Resume your seat. Check one and so the end. Or any muya de pe was any resume your seat. Emuya de any and term now because resume your seat. But what share the you see the contribution here analysis now. I mean, there's no way we'll make me handle. Yeah, it's the only everybody say resume your seat. And yeah. Emu ya de ane no say ya any resume your seat per bit na ne yanku yanim. Right, yanku yanu na ye yanto aso.
Your Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President of the Federal Republic of Ghana, and special guest.
Right, enti yan free na yan kosa story we. Yan mamen ko yan yes story we. Right.
Ghana exists today as I begin this presidency is not the same world in which we have lived under other presidencies. There are tensions and conflicts that have not previously existed between nations. These tensions and conflicts place pressure on alliances to decide where we will support. There's a seismic shift happening within the system of global economic dominance. Whereas the G7 nations, United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, France, Germany,
Okay. So at the time of inauguration, President Mahama make a fantastic statement. Bia. Now this speech now why na man for craft is all kind free na dream, but every me call TikTok na man for say na president person chere say and na wono and wo kind won hwe book nkura nya nkura but we use teleprompter why teleprompter and what they kind nti Mr. Mo and na say me call na me cover the picture no to me the picture ko chere say when wo kind free so your friend teleprompter when wo kind free so na you see this for say hey President Mahama wa bini wo hwe and wo kind free on hwe book nkura hey Mr. Mo we are say world leaders nyina no a lot of speeches in yetwema wa won't mean kind for front count. The only thing you read from the teleprompter. Eti we na no kind free so. Na nasem no wo kan na me hia say. Eti na President Mahama ade a wo ye nti the BRICS alliance no a Brazil, China, India, Russia and now Indonesia mo bamu South Africa BRICS no wo be switch the Ghana akojo because of say the G8 countries the westernized for no as we must see na the Mr. President have the balls so with me stand ni feet to challenge the Europeans and the Western Alliance to go Africa Ghana no na this a multi-million questioning. So Mr. President bet me the BRICS country no Russia won't be I mean when it comes to the global stage so Russia any Europeans West for no China wo some rift kakra baby a Ghana ginain ye betimi amuvu akoye se de ye pese na no ye nuan ya wo Burkina na showdown o de be ma Ghana fo yi awurade e ba to ye hwade o de showdown be ma wo mo kakra hwade when you military junta and osaye or soldier the Captain Ibrahim Touare me feeling no I mean why the boldness at the age of 36 now what me a G country na free so-called democratic leaders in some no I mean but the point in say the style on operate like Burkina Faso ho no Ghana ye style no ye betimi a reset no ni akodi wo machi ana question yes ye bisa no na BRICS country no in fact they said the aya the G7 for no the BRICS country and na yenso your position ye gina se ye dependable country ni ye consumable country no Mr. President wo the capacity or that ministers no they can stand international standard to challenge, to negotiate with the global powers no, or some ministers no. We have the men to challenge them one because when BRICS countries in no face a challenge with these Europeans no, only dealing for a long time no. Iti countries no enu yes no something to hold on. Na yei, are we going to have the ministers ombe devote to say enye sikenti nemum, they will keep the country in their heart na almost stand against the Europeans no tactics na. We need to pay attention to these issues because and they create a lot of sanctions. So 1 to 2 near year ombe sanction wama or economy no ombe dwiregu so yaso be hye more because countries now aura breaks ni mu nyina no omo play strategic role. So wonye smarter ubenya problem with them. So wo bi gina so na wo di bagani enye sa Ghana ube plunge into chaos because abrofo no mugu Ghana hono, they are not there to just issue visa. Omo ho for their country's interest and they are making sure say so when you're smart they will bring you down. We need to pay attention to Mr. President because Burkina de wayeku and we're taking advantage of that. We're silencing democracy now way and been in the chromo. Ghana says here to way see I mean Obian call for coup. Se banners or managers in the coup and bet me manage fair enough, but say we are in the democratic dispensation. You can't influence the coup of Ghana. Whatever are there. And the point is, you see, guy, your friend Ibrahim Touare. The first time obe teki obe wini and the first time odi 2 kwani onko country bia so da eti wono kra ba ba bi say no one trust Ghana for in fact or say in fact the ex administration Akufo-Addo eko America me hwe sa video bi no ka kire o say ase neighboring country aye Burkina no one Russia for bi dey Wagner Akufo bia begugu out say a threat to Ghana. It ever since Akwa we take over, one the President Akufo-Addo ni shia one. Enuntina won on 2 kwa krada. So this was the first time or the move ni kuro na ko a so-called democratic country. Na obi ni mu koma President Mahama ni di. Because oba Ghana no se bibia to no anka they will hold President Mahama responsible. And the bibia to no o ma issue letter crowd da Ghana for us say Ibrahim Touare a military junta aba Ghana. Na Ghana for protecting na bibia Anton was abanechi omo da Ghana for ase and na me hwe omo ewo African channel bi so omo da Ghana for ase because the first time as a military junta waba democratic country because wono South Africa for ne nyadwen even Julius Malema atoto bia mane say Africans ese omo for kwa bia so no mo shate yenuan Burkina for ne Niger ne Mali for ne down enti sesi adia Ghana ye say Ghana signing United Nations Convention, signing ECOWAS Convention say they are not subscribing to coup d'etats in Africa. Na President Mahama so ye democratic leader wonu nye coup no de ba ye. Na what trigger sa convention no me busa o. Mo amoso mo ye international relations officers and whatever no. A day now, how President Mahama going to defend this? I know research in one me throw light in it here to say Europeans who know more dealing say you just play any unnecessary tension or they will help you to destroy yourself. And men say media me tin. And Jack, so we see here, don't play with some with European phone. They are not playing with Africans. Prepare before you play with them. So we study international politics, no? Now, Oka say, you are playing with Europeans just like that. And Crawford, we want to say who ye, and we jump empower mutrim. Na, obeju so. obeji wani so because hwe enye se bia guy ne ba ho no omuntimi nya bibia they can't do anything but they can do something too and they are not interested to do anything in Ghana ho so because guy ne nam na wodi to ahye ne ho a wodi call president Mahama okra che se onyi Mahama kro onyi ni they don't trust Mahama so ohwe stage ni so the we are in crowd for the stormy stage na fe omo muti wonyina no musoro wo de hwe omo ni hwe omo de hwe ade and because of say what the cool never power into why very pay attention to details and why I mean also continue to be aggressive. I mean stage in so cry now they are not uncomfortable because baby at least mistake they will open fire. At least mistake they will open fire. So why must Ghana do this level? Because imagine say obi threaten a life so any people on rescue woman because they will open fire. The secret is they will open fire. Obiano wanted to hold but they are holding guns and ammunition and they are well prepared because we are a military junta. We are well prepared. So Mibusa say, are we playing as a country or are we ready to do the reset and media? Politics are managing international politics are managing make are we playing as comedians, a country with comedy? Or now we are just we are ready say we have the men in the airwaves. Now you ready say your Air Force no stand by na me person me busa o. Now your Air Force no stand by na. Say so we try guy no wo ho anka nipa wo ho no. How are we going to save them? Adie way we should think well oh. We should think well. So because what concerns us European United Nations Convention we na ba na be ye said the niam bi dia ja. We didn't just we are strong. Tie nie. Guy ne de wono wa take over with the chrome fantastic. So, but my young mu bi ni nkonya problem. Emra yes ye nancy. So, Mr. President, why a democratic leader in even at the you cannot behave as a cool leader. You can't behave like that. Politics near here, but yeah, mamunya enya bad president for one because says na obi trigger bibina when the security no we are very aggressive. So, what are you just here because they need to secure as on protect you leader no the nabano all background what the military flight jet in the buy so because announce the presence onim the ombetimi ayi into unse in the beginning crown yes o care no ka okase meba o se mema because of say security intelligence and obt wo and waba because broni makajo say mesi moja mpa ni tirimo unu omu delay any broni delay just normal politician o enu to omo fire normal mutimi bully no. You need to be strategic. Have something to build on before you start and talk with Boafo. And yes, sir, every day we'll crash down. It Mr. President, with all this our economy, IMF,